But I got one more segment I want to do right here. And I think this is important because this is someone on mainstream media having a meltdown, a very righteous and very correct meltdown. Like, there are no lies detected. Now, I don't like Joe Scarborough. I think he's pretty bad, right? As far as, these people go. I think he's a former Republican. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's a former Republican. And so this is his reaction the morning after the terror attack on the Capitol, where Trump supporters tried to overthrow the government, right? And literally execute the vice president of their own party, right? This is Joe Scarborough's reaction on live television. And this is the correct reaction, right? You can have your opinion on this guy. I have my opinion on this guy. This is the correct reaction, right? And while we listen to this reaction, right, look at my Twitter notifications jumping up because apparently there's stuff going on.
If these insurrectionists were black, they would have been shot in the face. And my God, if these insurrectionists were Muslim, they would have been sniped from the top of buildings. So I want to know from the Capitol Hill police, what is it? Is it just white people? Or is it Donald Trump supporters? Why do you scream at people for walking across the street 3 blocks away from the Capitol? Why are you known as badasses around the Capitol?
What he is referring to here, and again, I used to go to D.C. all the time. I lived in the area, so I would go to D.C. every day because, I had stuff to do in there. I worked in there for a little bit, so I'm very familiar with the police, Capitol Police, and the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department itself. And so what he's referring to is basically these guys act like tough motherfuckers, like blocks down from the Capitol, blocks down from the White House. These guys will act like they're fucking tough shit, right? And then all of a sudden, Trumpers come in, right? And then, they open the fucking doors for them.
Around the Capitol. But then Trump supporters come in and you open the fucking doors for them. Oh my God. You open the doors for them.
I love that. Like, whoever, what is that? The wifey? I think literally the wifey. Just like, oh my God, it's so good.
The fucking doors for them. Oh my God. You open the doors for them and let them breach the people's house. What is wrong with you?
Now, I want to juxtapose this reaction with the dumb shit for brains assholes on, in the Jimmy Dore media space that are saying, oh, this is cool, man. This is super sick. I'd rather vote for a fascist than Nancy Pelosi. Haha, I hope they didn't say fuck to AOC when they tried to kill her and everyone around her, right? Like, those guys will shit on people like Joe Scarborough correctly for being a shit lib asshole, right? And then also, they're going to defend a fascist takeover of government, right? Whereas Joe Scarborough at least understands that these motherfucking Trump supporters are bad news. And again, this is a former Republican. And so again, I don't like him, but this is a very good reaction to see on mainstream media. This is the correct reaction. This is just correct. Contrasting this with Black Lives Matter protests, it's correct. This is a correct reaction from someone that you would probably not expect such a correct reaction from. And I think it's worth signal boosting because of that. Again, these, what would have happened if Zip Tie Guy, managed to catch up with Ilhan Omar? What would have happened if Zip Tie Guy and his buddies caught up with AOC? Seriously, this could have been an epic disaster. And the fact that it wasn't is absurd to me. It's shocking that only 5 people died. It's shocking. And again, there's a lot of these people in our media space. If you're watching my stream, you probably know who Jimmy Dore is. You probably know who all of these fucking weirdos are. These people are mocking a fascist takeover of government. And, again, we're going to go into that in the pre-tape segment that's going to go live in a little bit on my channel. But my God, man. They had guns. They brought pipe bombs into the halls of Congress with the intent to kill them all and overthrow the government. If MSNBC people can call it as it is, then why can't people who correctly call out MSNBC people call it as it is?